Virgo. Hey, Seeker. Ooh. Okay. Handle with care. I'm picking up. Handle with care? What do we need to handle with care, Virgo? Is it you? Or are you being guided to handle something with care? Porcelain, not iron. Okay. Something isn't iron. It's not what it shows itself to be. It's not what it is. It's not iron. It is porcelain. It could be a person, Virgo. Handle with care like it's porcelain. Okay. What is going on for my Virgo? Sorry, I'm trying to kind of let it come and explain itself. Show me October for Virgo, please. 7 of Cups. I'm working with the Erotic Fantasy Tarot. This, okay, steel, not steel. It's porcelain, not steel. So this woman looks like steel, right? She's made of steel. She's battling off like 7 dudes with swords. So you know, it takes greater strength for porcelain to stand up for something or someone. That's, you know, it's having the spirit of steel. It's like iron fist and velvet glove. Okay, I'm getting confused with all the names of different metals. I think you're getting the point. Iron fist and silk glove. Is that you, Virgo? Is that someone you're dealing with? The Hierophant. Oh, this reading is going to be interesting. I'm already feeling it. How do I express this to you? I'm trying to figure out if this 7 of Cups energy, it's a person, is sent by this Hierophant to stand up for something, or they're standing up to the Hierophant. Like, I'm trying to pick up if they're on the same team kind of thing, if they're on the same side or opposing one another. But this, iron fist and a velvet glove, I'll just keep calling them like that. Standing up for something. Something big. Ghosts of the past. Bigger. What's the word? Legacy, is it? Or I'm missing out on a word that I feel like would be very suiting. You know, I read a line once that says that I thought was really funny and true. That legacy is having peer pressure by dead people. You know, And it's kind of what's coming up now, where it's almost like the culture of the past, the ghosts of the past, maybe the ancestors, maybe the culture, maybe the religion, maybe the habits, maybe the status quo, it's coming up to this I want to say woman. I'm picking up on a very feminine vibe, but if you're a masculine male and you're I'm sorry, if you're a masculine Virgo and you resonate with it, go right ahead. But I'm picking up strongly on a feminine energy, like an Amazon like that is trying to hold back all these entities that in a way kind of peer pressure her based on, the written book, the written word, the hierophant, the structure, the order, the system. And she's defending something she believes in. What is Virgo protecting or standing up for? Well, that's two different questions. Show me more, please, about this for Virgo. You know the truth. Knight of Wands. Jeanne d'Arc. Joan of Arc is coming up. It's like all she has is the light of her faith, right? And this wand. And she's riding this horse, and oh my God, it's like she's on a mission. What mission? Virgo, what are you doing? Show me more, please, about this story for Virgo. Queen of Wands in the reverse. I would think she'd be in the upright because it would be very fitting with the energy, but no, she's in the reverse. Protecting your independence, protecting your right to express yourself, protecting your freedom, your artistry, protecting your sense of self. That is challenged by the status quo. It's exhausting. You have to keep believing in yourself, Virgo. There's also a woman, a different energy, that is being very demanding from a place of ego. She wants something. It's competitive. She's trying to block this first energy that I saw first. She can't. She's in the reverse. The Knight of Wands here is just storming at her. It's like it doesn't stand a chance. Okay. Can you show me more, please? Nine of Pentacles. This energy is so bizarre, I have to say. Okay, very quickly, things align, and your place is secured. Okay, so it's like a small, this person here that is trying to oppose the other person there. There's a lot of opposition here, okay? There's the first opposition I was referring to, which is this velvet glove standing up to the status quo. And then she keeps going. And then there's another small blockage that is trying to, but then it also fails and she continues. And this Nine of Pentacles shows I want to say victory, but Nine of Pentacles is a card that is a wonderful card for achievements. It's still not as like on the surface victory per se. I think it's trying to show that this victory is it wasn't a question mark. It's like you weren't even worried. It's like you knew the truth is on your side. You knew energy is on your side. You knew spirit is on your side. You knew your heart is in the right place. You had a very strong sense of knowing. You had no doubts that the adversity isn't there to show you that there's something wrong. Rather, it's just the old world dying out. And you just keep going. And very quickly in October, this is not even something that barely it barely continues beyond mid-October, mid-month. Unscathed, without a scratch. You're coming out of it. There's some of you, this is an actual battle. I don't know if you're like fighting in some way, shape, or form. You might be like, I'm also picking up on an agent, I'll be honest, like working for an organization of some sort. CIA, FBI. Doesn't have to be that level. Could be police. I'm not picking up on military per se. I feel like it's more of an independent organization. Okay. If it's not applied to you, please don't worry about it. It's like, you can take it as an analogy. Either way, you believe in something, you have adversity, it doesn't matter, you just storm right through it. And you win, and yet, Four of Cups, you doubt yourself. Why? It's almost like, was it so obvious you're going to succeed that once you do, it's almost like bored. It's like, well, that's it. That wasn't too hard, or that wasn't too challenging. That's a good thing, Virgo. I think the reason it was so called not so challenging is because energies are now beginning to support what's right more often than not. Especially if you're in the flow, in the vortex, in the words of Abraham Hicks. Get used to it. It's good. It's not boring. It's good. Don't defy it. You don't want it to leave you. You don't want to go back to how truly challenging things were. Your spirit is just so much stronger now, so luck is more on your side. Gosh, wow. Five of Cups, Death card, and the Star. Four, Five of Cups. Excuse me for a second. This is a lot. Okay, you're fed up with something emotionally somewhere mid-month, and you're deciding to walk away from it. Um, I'm picking up on possibly broken trust with. Okay, this could be that you're fighting for something, for someone, and I'm sorry if I'm sounding confusing, but be patient. Bear with me. You're fighting for something for someone. You win. You succeed. You pull it off. Okay, mission accomplished. And then you don't feel much about it. It doesn't. I don't know if it doesn't give you the hype, or it doesn't give you the satisfaction, or you feel like, what was that for even? You feel like almost battle weary of a battle that you're not even sure. I know it's funny because I'm jumping from one second you believe in it, so you fight for it, and then the next you don't. I feel like maybe it's two different groups, or maybe there's two different things that you're fighting for. One is something that you believe in, and one is something that is someone else's that you possibly work for or are part of that you're no longer sure that you believe in. It could be like happening simultaneously. And I feel like at this point, there's a really strong scorpionic energy somewhere here in the middle of the reading. There's like an intense desire to destroy something, kill it, and start anew. It's almost like you're feeling, okay, my work here is done. My work here is done. I did what I had to do. You did what you wanted me to do. Served with the purpose. You might even say it to the universe, being like, okay, I'm done with being a karmic catalyst for others as healing at my expense. Can I live a life of love and joy and inspiration now, please? Thank you. The star. The Morgane is coming up. I didn't say Morgane. Morgane. Similar, actually. She was goddess of war and of the passage to the dead and of the warriors, but also of truth. Interesting. She was a destroyer for the sake of creation. And she was a very testing energy, like you either pass or you don't. You either fight with honor and spirit and truth, and then you pass, or you don't, and then you're nothing to her. It's like she's very, very intense. I just want you to look at this for a second, right? Okay. And then the extreme contrast here in the star card. It's almost like it feels like she's pointing at, oh my God. Wow, Virgo, okay. All of this could be happening now or could have happened and unfolded throughout your life. And now I think this is a love story where you meet someone or connect with someone and you tell them. You know how there's those movies where two people sit and one person becomes the narrator of a story, and like they sit on a bench and they tell the other person the story, and that's how the movie begins, with this narrating of what someone has experienced or has gone through. So I feel like this is you with someone. I'm not picking up on a bench. I'm picking up more like nature, like actually the literal image that we're seeing here, like literally like being, in nature at night, or like the stars, and like you telling someone of your battles, or I know it sounds a little bit dramatic, but take it as an analogy, or of your life story, things that you had to go through, and it's like one story leads to another, and it unfolds and unfolds, and it's like it's almost like a confirmation from your spirit or from the universe, the fact that you're in this position of sitting with someone and sharing that and telling your story. It's almost like a confirmation, well, you're at that point where you can sit and talk about it, so it's over. Not like your life story is over, but that episode of standing up to the ghosts of the past, and standing up for what you believe in, and fighting for what's right, and defeating adversity, and proving yourself to be worthy, and emotionally feeling abandoned and distraught, but then still fighting for what's right. It's like the hero's journey kind of thing is being told in a very creative, beautiful way. You might be sitting down and writing your memoirs, or your experiences. Show me a little bit more for Virgo, please. Oh, wow. Okay. We have the Sun and the Knight of Cups. The Star and the Sun, that's pretty strong and shiny. I'm sorry I have so many pauses and like awkward silences. I don't know, it's just this energy here is really bizarre. Like in a good, interesting way. It's interesting, but I'm trying to kind of do it justice, There's going to be a really, really powerful emotional release middle of the month. Virgo, I don't know if you're probably not seeing it coming. A very powerful purification, release of depression and sadness. It's going to be very powerful, and I don't know how it's going to happen, what will trigger it, what will bring it forth. Oh, Mercury is going in retro on the 13th in Scorpio. House symbolic. The death card is number 13. We have this scorpionic energy here. Okay. Yeah. Although we're already in the shadow, I don't know how or why it will affect you so much. But I'm not sure how much Scorpio energy you have in your chart. But I feel like I'm picking up on those of you who do have it. It's, okay. Oh my God. Okay, there it is. There we go. Thank you. So, I'm picking up that many of you have been in warfare. Now, hold up. If it's not in this lifetime, if you have nothing to do with that in this lifetime, definitely past lifetimes. Like you've been in battle for sure. And I think there's going to be, like, Mercury is the mind. Mercury's retrograde is even more powerful and more deep, goes deeper into the subconscious. in Scorpio, our darkest, most inner, hidden, intense layers of truth, of purity. And Scorpio is such a past lifetimes energy also. Like, I think it's all going to come up somehow. To get purified, to get cleansed. And I think for some of you, the second that happens, Venus is now in Virgo. Venus is pulling a number on you, Virgo. The second that happens, Venus is going to turn on the switch for you, for the Venusian energy. It's almost like, okay, relieving the Martian energy, the energy of Mars, the warrior, right? The masculine warrior. You can most definitely be a feminine. When I say masculine warrior, I don't mean like male aggressive. I mean like the energy of a warrior, right? No. It will switch to like Venusian warrior. I hope I'm making sense. Where the way you deal with life and challenges and your missions, and you will also continue, obviously, reach and aspire and fight for things, but the entire attitude is going to be different. It's going to be from a Venusian place that allows itself to be very exposed and very open and feeling safe. You have not been walking this earth feeling safe, Virgo. You've been carrying the burden of lifetimes of battle. Like you've been carrying an invisible shield. You've been wearing an armor. Armor of steel, armor of iron, doesn't matter. You've been wearing that armor. And it's almost like you just can't carry it anymore. You're like, I don't know what it is that I'm carrying, but I'm suddenly feeling the weight of it, and I just can't hold it anymore. I just want to take it all off. And you see here, they're completely naked in the star card and the sun. It's very exposing, very true, very trusting. It's very trusting. It trusts the night and it trusts the day. It trusts the stars and it trusts the sun. And it says to the world or to someone, I can do this. I don't know if it's you or someone, but I feel like this energy is telling someone else, I feel like I trust you enough to do this, or to try this, or to talk to you, or to tell you. And bottom of the deck, the Fool. Freedom. You know what I just heard? Braveheart last scene. If you have not seen Braveheart, fast forward right now, 10 seconds, so no spoiler, but really, you didn't see Braveheart? You know, the final scene when Mel Gibson screams, freedom! It's like, I fought the good battle. I won my way in one way, shape, or form, and now I'm free. Okay, I think, and that's the card that wanted to come out. The Fool. So, this is a new start of your spirit, Virgo. I feel like you're going to be unrecognizable after this season, most especially after Scorpio season, after November. Like, you completely transform yourself. Very powerful. I know a lot of times people give the example of like a butterfly that transforms. This is like the purest, rawest, most intense version of that analogy. Like, you are just completely changing your character. And it's not superficial exterior, it's like deep from the inside. Not in a way of there was something wrong with your character and now you're fixing it. Not at all. It's just you're transmuting all the good stuff. Everything that you've learned, all your power, all your wisdom, and you're transmuting that into a new self and adding other things, but you're releasing the fear and you're releasing the mechanism, you're releasing the armor, okay? And here you are completely free, walking around with birds and a flower and a cup of love and faith and life and in the world. This is, okay, Virgo, thank you for being here. It took a while to get here. Quite literally, for me in this reading, right? But what's going on with my hair? But for you, to this stage, it took a while. But here you are. I am going to continue this. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, all the fixed signs. Something with the fixed signs, with the energy of the fixed signs, of the seasons, of the change of the seasons. Yeah. Ooh, you've been through the cycle of all those different energies. You've mastered these different energies. You've mastered the seasons. Well, you are the myth of Persephone, who was the goddess of the seasons. Half the year she ruled the underworld, and half the year she ruled the kingdom of the living. And she would go back to the underworld when it would be fall and then winter, and when she would come back to the kingdom of the living, it would be spring and then summer. And it's like, you've done that cycle. I will continue this right now in your extended. It will focus on love. We will see what this yummy conversation is, this person. We will look into your mind and heart space, your person's mind and heart space, the dynamic, how things unfold, and we will also finish up with messages from the Celtic runes. You can find it on Patreon for unlimited streaming for all the signs this month and past months, or for a separate purchase on Vimeo. I would love for you to check out Patreon though. There's also a lot of other VIP content, and will allow you to join my community of seekers, seers, and shifters. It's a monthly membership. You can cancel anytime, and it's a great support to the channel, and you're getting a lot of extra content. Okay, guys, check the description box. There's also Tarot Master class, other yummy good stuff. If you're new, subscribe, press the bell button to receive notifications. And that's it, guys. I love you very, 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 very much. I'm very grateful for you. Thank you for being here. Oh, there's a new thing. You can press the join button underneath the video and support with a monthly like $1.99. It doesn't give extra content. For that, you want to go to Patreon. But it's just a great way if you want to give a modest support every month, as you know, reciprocation and energy exchange. That would be a lot of fun. It will give you like a special badge on the lives videos where I know you're a member when you comment in the live. Up to you.